Listen to me right now. Stop scrolling. Check your pocket. Check your change. Because what looks like a boring old nickel could secretly be a silent fortune. And people are accidentally spending these coins every single day. I'm not kidding. These old coins is a treasure, and nobody talks about these. Do not spend these coins. These coins equal hidden wealth. Secret collectors want them. Collectors are fighting over them. And real auction shock is happening behind closed doors. Dirty old coins shock the market. One tiny detail makes these rare, and if you miss it, you're literally throwing away serious money. This is a rare US coins alert. Big money coins hiding in plain sight. Each coin in this video gets bigger, rarer, and more shocking. And the last one, it changes everything. Stay till the end, because you might already be holding a fortune. Let's go. Now listen closely, because this first coin is dangerous to ignore. This is not fiction. This is a real, hidden treasure coin that people are losing every day without knowing it. Coin number 1. The 1939 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark looks innocent. It looks spent. It looks ordinary. And that's exactly why it's so terrifying. This coin is a silent fortune hiding in plain sight. And if you've ever held one and didn't stop to look, you might have already lost life-changing opportunity money. Do not spend this coin. I mean that. Do not spend this coin. 1939 wasn't just another year. America was standing on the edge of global tension. Economic pressure was still squeezing families after the Great Depression, and the US Mint was under stress to produce massive amounts of coinage fast. Corners were cut. Quality slipped. And that pressure created mistakes, anomalies, and coins that were never meant to survive. That year also marked the very beginning of the Monticello Jefferson nickel series. A brand new design, brand new dies, brand new problems. That's when rare coins are born. Hold this nickel in your hand and it feels different. It has presence. That 5-cent piece has weight to it, a solid feel that collectors instantly recognize. It's thicker than people expect, wider than it looks, with a firmness that screams old-world minting. The composition gives it that soft but dense feel, and over decades, it ages in a way modern coins never will. That yellowish tone mixed with black spots, that's not damage. That's time. That's originality. That's what collectors quietly obsess over. The design matters here. Jefferson's portrait on the front was never supposed to age like this. The early strikes were inconsistent. Some details came out weak, others bold. On the back, Monticello looks sharp but mysterious, and the smallest design elements are where fortunes are hiding. The absence of a mint mark tells you this coin came from Philadelphia, and in 1939, that mattered more than most people realize. Dies were overused. Planchets were imperfect. Coins slipped through that should have been caught. Survival rates dropped fast because nobody saved nickels back then. They were spent. They were abused. They were lost. This is why condition changes everything. A very fine circulated example, with original surfaces, is exponentially rarer than people think. Most of these were cleaned, polished, or destroyed by well-meaning hands. Never clean this coin. Cleaning destroys value instantly. That yellowish antique glow and those dark natural spots are proof of untouched history. Original toning matters more than shine. Once it's gone, the silent fortune is gone forever. Collectors hunt this coin because it's a ghost. It shouldn't still exist like this. The surfaces tell a story. The texture, the slight softness of the strike, tiny details in Jefferson's hair, and Monticello's steps that most people miss completely. This detail changes everything. Stay till the end, because what comes next is even bigger. At auctions, this coin doesn't get hyped loudly. It gets stalked. Quiet, aggressive bidding. Phones pressed to ears. Long pauses. Collectors don't flip this coin. They hold it. Supply is shrinking. Demand is rising. And the people who understand this coin are not selling. That's why today, this exact 1,939 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel in very fine original condition has reached a real market value of $295 hundredth. That's not pocket change. That's hidden wealth. That's serious money. That's a life-changing opportunity people are accidentally spending. If you find one, stop. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Do not guess. Professional grading is critical because authentication separates a curiosity from quiet wealth. Check the surfaces. Check the color. Check the feel. Patience is golden here because rushing destroys fortunes. And listen, if you think this coin is shocking, the next one is even rarer, even more dangerous to ignore, and collectors want it even more aggressively. What comes next is bigger. Stay with me. Next up, listen carefully, because this coin is even more dangerous to ignore than the last one. This is the kind of nickel people laugh at, toss into jars, or hand over without thinking. And that mistake is costing people a silent fortune. I'm talking about the 1,954 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark. It looks harmless. It looks spent. It looks forgettable. And that's exactly why this hidden treasure is being lost every single day. Do not spend this coin. I need you to hear that. Do not spend this coin. 1,954 was not a calm year in America. The country was under massive pressure. Post-war expansion, rising costs, shifting industries, and a growing population meant the US Mint was under non-stop demand to pump out coins fast. Speed mattered more than perfection. That's when rare coins are born. That's when quality slips, dies wear down, and coins leave the mint that were never meant to survive decades later. This year matters because it produced coins under stress, and stress creates scarcity. Hold this 1,954 nickel in your hand, and it feels heavier than it should. There's a seriousness to it. The thickness, the diameter, the way it sits in your palm. It has a presence that modern coins don't have anymore. The composition gives it that dense, grounded feel, and over time, it ages into something collectors crave. In very fine condition, with honest wear and untouched surfaces, this coin develops a quiet, antique personality. Not flashy, not loud, dangerous in its subtlety. The design is familiar, but that's the trap. Jefferson's portrait looks normal until you really look. The early 50s strikes are notorious. Dies were reused too long. Details softened. Some features stayed sharp while others faded. That imbalance is what collectors obsess over. Flip it to Monticello, and that building tells the real story. The lines, the steps, the spacing, tiny details most people never notice are exactly what separate pocket change from hidden wealth. Now here's where everything shifts. The missing mint mark, no letter, no warning. That tells you this coin came out of Philadelphia during a year when production pressure was intense. Millions were made, yes, but almost none survived correctly. They were spent hard. They were cleaned. They were damaged. They were ignored. Survival in original condition is shockingly rare. This detail changes everything. Stay till the end, because what comes next is even bigger. Most people think cleaning a coin helps. That mistake destroys fortunes. Never clean this coin. Ever. Cleaning strips away original surfaces, kills the natural toning, and turns serious money into nothing. That soft, aged look, that's what collectors want. That's proof the coin lived a real life and wasn't messed with. Original toning matters more than shine. Once it's gone, the value is gone with it. Collectors want this coin because it hides in plain sight. It doesn't scream rare. It whispers, and serious collectors listen. At auctions, this coin doesn't create chaos. It creates tension. Long pauses. Quiet nods. Aggressive bids that jump without warning. The people chasing this coin aren't flipping it. They're locking it away. Supply keeps shrinking. Demand keeps rising. And the people who already own one are not letting go. This is not fiction. In today's market, a genuine 1954 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark in very fine original condition has reached a real value of $273 and 500th. That's quiet wealth. That's hidden treasure money. That's life-changing opportunity money sitting in drawers, jars, and pockets right now. If you ever see one, stop. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Do not guess. Professional grading is critical because authenticity and originality are everything here. Check the surfaces. Check the color. Feel the weight. Patience is golden because rushing destroys value and erases history. And listen closely. If this coin shocked you, the next one is on another level entirely. Rarer, more controversial, more dangerous to ignore. Collectors are fighting over it right now, and most people don't even know it exists. Stay with me, because the next coin changes everything. Next up, stop what you're doing and listen, because this coin is a silent threat to your wallet, avoiding it. This is the kind of nickel people proudly spend because it looks too clean to be valuable. That mistake is costing people a hidden big treasure. I'm talking about the 1956 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark, uncirculated with that eerie light green glow and those red spots that make people nervous. And that nervous reaction, that's why fortunes are being lost. Do not spend this coin. I mean it. Do not spend this coin. 1956 was a pressure year in America. The economy was shifting fast. Cold War tension was everywhere. Industry was booming. And the US Mint was running non-stop to keep up with demand. Speed was king. Perfection was optional. When the Denver Mint was striking coins that year, the equipment was pushed hard, dies were stressed, and quality control wasn't focused on long-term survival. Coins were meant to move, not to be saved. That's exactly why this year produced rare survivors that were never supposed to exist like this. Pick this coin up, and you feel it instantly. It has authority. The weight feels deliberate. The thickness is firm. The diameter fills your fingers just right. There's nothing flimsy about it. The metal has a dense, confident presence that modern coins just don't have anymore. And when it's uncirculated, untouched, you're holding something dangerously close to how it left the mint. That's where the quiet wealth lives. The design pulls you in if you slow down. Jefferson's portrait looks calm, controlled, almost too perfect. The Denver strikes from this era can be deceptively sharp, and that's the trap. The details in the hair, the cheek, the jawline, they look normal until you compare them to spent examples. Flip it over and Monticello stands there, clean and bold. The steps, the structure, the spacing, everything looks intentional. Some tiny detail changes everything, and collectors know exactly where to look. Stay till the end, because what comes next is even bigger. Now let's talk about what scares people away and creates opportunity. That light green hue, those red spots. Most people panic. They think it's damage. They think it's corrosion. They think it needs to be cleaned. That reaction destroys fortunes. Never clean this coin. Ever. Those colors are natural aging, a rare surface chemistry that happens only under specific conditions over time. That unique look is proof of originality. Original toning matters more than shine. Once you wipe it, dip it, or polish it, the silent fortune disappears forever. The D mint mark is everything here. That small letter ties this coin directly to Denver during a high-output, high-stress production year. Millions were struck, yes, but almost none survived in uncirculated condition with untouched surfaces. Most were released straight into circulation. They got spent. They got scratched. They got abused. Survival rates for pristine examples are brutal. That's why this coin is so dangerous to ignore. It doesn't look rare. It looks spendable. And that's how people lose life-changing opportunity money. Collectors crave this coin because it breaks expectations. It doesn't look old and dirty. It looks clean and powerful. And that makes it invisible to the average person. But to serious collectors, it's a trophy. At auctions, this coin doesn't scream. It stalks. Quiet rooms, sudden jumps in bidding, long pauses where everyone knows exactly what's at stake. The people chasing this coin aren't flipping it. They're holding it, locking it away. Supply keeps shrinking. Demand keeps rising. This is not fiction. In today's real market, a genuine 1956 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark, uncirculated, with original surfaces and natural color, has reached a value of $281. 500th, that's not a nice bonus. That's serious money. That's hidden wealth. That's a silent fortune people are accidentally losing in drawers, collections, and old rolls because they don't understand what they're holding. If you ever see one, stop. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Do not assume. Professional grading is critical here because authentication and surface integrity are everything. Check the color. Check the strike. Check the mint mark. Patience is golden because rushing kills value and erases history. And listen closely. If this coin shocked you, the next one is even rarer, even more misunderstood, and even more dangerous to ignore. Collectors are fighting over it right now, and almost nobody talks about it. What comes next changes everything. Stay with me. Next up, listen very carefully, because this coin is the kind that slips through fingers every single day, and nobody realizes they just lost a silent fortune. This is not a flashy coin. This is not a loud coin. This is a dangerous coin to ignore. The 1958 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark, fine condition, with those strange grey dots scattered across the surface. People see it and think it's worn. They think it's dirty. They think it's nothing. And that mistake is costing people hidden big treasure money. Do not spend this coin. I'm serious. Do not spend this coin. 1958 was a tense moment in American history. Economic pressure was building again. Inflation fears were creeping in, and the country was transitioning into a new era of spending and production. The US Mint was under stress to keep coins moving fast. Perfection wasn't the goal. Speed was, and when speed takes over, rare coins are born. This was one of the last years before major changes hit US. Coinage and coins from this year were never meant to be saved. They were meant to be used, abused, and forgotten. When you hold this nickel, it feels honest, solid, grounded. The weight sits calmly in your hand. The thickness feels sturdy. The diameter fills your fingers in a way modern coins don't anymore. There's a seriousness to it. The metal has aged, not faded. And in fine condition, with real circulation wear but untouched surfaces, it carries a presence that collectors instantly feel. This is quiet wealth. It doesn't scream. It waits. The design is familiar, and that's the trap. Jefferson's portrait looks soft, almost tired, but that softness is part of the story. Dyes were wearing down. Details weren't refreshed the way they should have been. Some features faded early, others stayed bold. Flip it over, and Monticello shows the same imbalance. Lines that should be sharp blur just enough to confuse people. And in that confusion, fortunes disappear. One tiny detail changes everything. Stay till the end, because what comes next is even bigger. Now those grey dots. This is where people destroy value. They think it's damage. They think it's contamination. They think it needs to be cleaned. Never clean this coin. Ever. Those grey spots are natural aging, the result of decades of untouched metal reacting slowly with its environment. That texture, that antique look, is proof of originality. Original toning matters more than shine. Once you clean it, you erase the history and kill the silent fortune instantly. The missing mint mark tells a powerful story. This coin came from Philadelphia during a year of intense production pressure. Millions were struck, but almost none survived correctly. They were spent hard, tossed into registers, worn down, cleaned by mistake. Finding one today in fine condition with original surfaces is shockingly rare. Survival is the miracle here. This is why collectors pay attention. Collectors want this coin because it hides in plain sight. It doesn't look rare to the untrained eye. But serious collectors see scarcity where others see nothing. At auctions, this coin creates tension, not noise. Long pauses. Sudden jumps in bidding. Quiet competition between people who know exactly what they're fighting for. These collectors aren't selling. They're holding. Supply keeps shrinking. Demand keeps rising. This is not fiction. Today, a genuine 1958 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark, fine condition, original surfaces and natural grey spotting has reached a real market value of $263 a hundredth. That's serious money. That's hidden wealth. That's a life-changing opportunity people are accidentally losing in jars, drawers, and old collections because they don't stop to look. If you ever come across one, stop. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Do not rush. Professional grading is critical because authentication and originality are everything here. Check the surfaces. Check the color. Feel the weight. Patience is golden because one wrong move destroys value forever. And listen, if you think this coin was dangerous to ignore, the next one is on another level. Rarer, more shocking, more aggressively hunted by collectors. Almost nobody talks about it, and that's exactly why it's so valuable. Stay with me. The next coin changes everything. Next up, listen to me, because this last coin is the one people are losing right now. Not years ago, not decades ago, right now. This is the nickel that feels too modern to matter, too ordinary to stop for, and that mistake is bleeding hidden wealth out of pockets every single day. I'm talking about the 1972 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark, very fine condition, with those strange brown spots people hate and wipe away. That reaction alone has destroyed more silent fortunes than you can imagine. Do not spend this coin. I'm dead serious. Do not spend this coin. 1972 was chaos under the surface. America was under economic pressure. Inflation was biting. Confidence in money was cracking. And the US Mint was under extreme demand to keep coins flowing fast. Quantity over quality. Speed over precision. That environment is a breeding ground for rare survivors. Coins weren't meant to be admired or saved. They were meant to move. And that's why coins from this year that survive correctly are shockingly scarce. Hold this nickel and it feels stronger than it looks. There's weight there, a solid thickness. The diameter fills your fingers with confidence. It has presence. The metal doesn't feel flimsy or cheap. It feels serious. And in very fine condition, with honest circulation and untouched surfaces, it carries a quiet authority. This is not a loud treasure. This is quiet wealth hiding in plain sight. The design is familiar, and that's the danger. Jefferson's portrait looks normal at a glance, but the Denver strikes from this period are inconsistent. Some details pop, others fade early. That imbalance drives collectors crazy. Flip it over, and Monticello tells the same story. The structure looks stable, but tiny details reveal stress from overworked dies. One small detail changes everything. Stay till the end, because this is not fiction. Now those brown spots. This is where fortunes die. People see them and panic. They think it's dirt. They think it's damage. They think it needs to be cleaned. Never clean this coin. Ever. Those brown spots are natural aging, a surface reaction that proves originality. That antique, uneven look is exactly what serious collectors want. Original toning matters more than shine. The second you clean it, you erase the history and kill the value instantly. The D mint mark matters more than most people realize. That small letter ties this coin to Denver during a high-output, high-stress production year. Millions were struck, yes, but almost none survived in very fine condition with untouched surfaces. They were spent aggressively, tossed around, worn down, cleaned by mistake. Survival is the miracle here. That's why this coin is so dangerous to ignore. It looks spendable, and that's how people lose life-changing opportunity money. Collectors want this coin because it breaks expectations. It's not ancient. It's not flashy. It doesn't scream rare. It whispers, and serious collectors listen. At auctions, this coin creates tension, not noise. Quiet rooms, sudden jumps in bidding, long pauses where everyone knows exactly what's at stake. The people chasing this coin aren't flipping it. They're holding it, locking it away. Supply keeps shrinking. Demand keeps rising. Today, a genuine 1972 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark, very fine condition, original surfaces and natural brown spotting has reached a real market value of $238. That's serious money. Hidden treasure. That's a silent fortune people are accidentally losing in drawers, jars, and collections because they don't stop to look. If you ever find one, stop. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Do not assume. Professional grading is critical because authenticity and surface originality are everything. Check the color. Check the strike. Check the mint mark. Patience is golden because one rushed mistake destroys value forever. And now, listen closely, because this is the moment that matters. Every single coin you saw in this video looks ordinary. Every single one is being spent right now. These coins are hidden wealth. These coins are quiet fortunes. These old coins is a treasure, and nobody talks about these. Do not spend these coins. Check your pocket now. Check your change. Check your old jars. Because collectors are fighting, auctions are shocking, and people who know are getting rich quietly. If you want more rare US coins alerts, more hidden treasure coins, more silent fortunes hiding in plain sight, make sure you stay right here with US MintX. The next video goes even deeper, and what we reveal next changes everything.